Zach with Prospeed Autosports here in Houston. We're here with Jerry Groves' newest build, his Cadillac. This car is very special to us. We've done this car a couple times before for Jerry. We've always been the Prospeed track support team for him. We led him to the record-setting, I believe it was a 760 pass he had with the twin-turbo setup. We then built him a big single turbo setup with the same car and a very street trim that was still IRS, and somebody went a little faster than him, so he decided to go ahead and just show him what's up. This is Jerry's new car. It is a Noonan LSX based build assembled by BIC Motorsports. Chassis was all done by Henry and the guys at HFR Fabrication. They did an amazing job on the chassis. Everything's candy red and black everywhere you look, and it doesn't get much nicer than that. We went ahead and finished the assembly of the car with our plumbing and our wiring and our general overall completion of the vehicle, which is what we do here at Prospeed Autosports. This car was built over a long period of time. It's been probably about a year, a little over a year since it got out of the chassis shop. To highlight some of the features of the vehicle, it has a one-off Wilson manifold here that was built with the option for a third set of injectors. The fuel system also consists of a water and racing components pump. The car runs on M1 methanol. We received the car from HFR. It had the engine, the headers and turbos and everything mounted. They had their own intake pipes, which we ended up changing with the intake manifold. There's a lot of different things on this car that are very, very intricate to a show car as well as a drag car. If you look, there's a lot of clear space. There's a lot of open area that you normally wouldn't see that would be rummaged up by plumbing and lines and things like that in a general drag build. Jerry asked us to make this car very aesthetically pleasing to the eye, and we took the time to go ahead and do that. We have missed deadlines. We have gone further than we were supposed to. We've waited on parts. We've done everything in the book to get this car together, but there's no reason to rush a car like this in its final assembly stages. All the plumbing was done mostly with hardline and some softline, mainly to reduce weight in the setup. All the fuel lines are true bore PTFE lines. True bore meaning that the bore is actually the size of the hole in the rail. It is not sucked down any. The lines are also very lightweight. Along with the oiling system lines, they're true bore crimp lines as well. Everything in the car was very weight-minded. We cut the backs of bolts off. Everything that you could think of for a race car to be pretty as well as fast and light. Coming around to other parts of the car, on the inside of the vehicle, we have a Motec System with our prodrag package. This is Chris's prodrag package that he's put together over a lot of years with a lot of different functions and forms of racing and the things that we've all learned from taking multiple different kinds of cars down the track. Inside the car, we wanted to keep everything clean. We wanted you to see this carbon and all of this candy paint that HFR put in here, so we kept all of our stuff as out of the way as possible. Mark Mickey got together a nice lockup transmission for the car, full of dumps and soft lock solenoids and all the goodies that we need to go and take that LS record. Speaking of the LS record, that's what Jerry's chasing on this setup. He wants to be the fastest car with an LS-based engine in the world, and we aim to give it to him. I think he has the proper package here to get everything done, and I do believe that we're going to do it here shortly after the car starts running. Further back in the car, you can see more things, more hard lines, everything's polished, everything's cleaned. He's got the lights dancing off of everything in the car. Per request, the car's name Lucifer. He wanted it to look like hell inside, so this is what you got. Coming back to the outside, all of the Autosport connections and everything here, you have standalone coil harnesses and sub harnesses for everything. If there are any damages or any fires or any problems with this vehicle, it's built this way so that each individual piece can be replaced without replacing the whole entire engine harness. Again, going back to lightweight, the entire engine harness with all 3 Motec boxes and everything weighs in at 12.6 pounds. So being weight-minded and all this stuff, as Henry and the guys at HFR asked us to, we feel like we've accomplished that goal. Everywhere you look is polished and clean, and I think Jerry's going to be very happy with what we've got here. And I believe today's the day we're going to go ahead and fire this thing up and make a little bit of noise for everybody. Even though this is a full-on race car, we did put a lot of creature comforts into this car for Jerry. Some by request and some by just, we feel like we wanted to add a little street car to it. The car still has full functioning brake lights, tail lights, headlights, running lights, everything like that, all controlled for the Motec PDM off of the keypad. We want the car to look just as quote-unquote streetable as it can while it's there and while it's doing its job and breaking the LS record. HFR built a very, very clean front end for this car, a one-off custom Cadillac CTSV composite front end for this car. You slide that on and cover up all this goodness and the car still looks just as good as if the hood's off. All the way back to a carbon roof and carbon trunk and carbon doors. This car is lightweight, and I believe it's ready to do what Jerry wants it to do. We have a lot of knowledge and a lot of research behind the team that's going to be running this car. and I don't think that we're going to have any shortcomings the way this car has been assembled and built by all people involved. Again, HFR Fabrication did an absolutely amazing job with this car. When it got dropped off, everybody's mouths just jaw dropped. It was a wonderful deal to see this car come out of HFR. All the guys here at Prospeed Autosports put in a whole lot of time. Dave, Mark, Gabriel, myself. It was a very controlled and hands-on build for this car. I don't think that we missed anything, or we cut any corners, or we rushed anything in the process of building this car, as it has been a very long process. And I do believe that it's going to be something that everybody and all companies involved can be proud of.
Damn, that's handy.
Yeah. I try to put a little bit of everything we learned from racing in there.